Ron Johnson is a member of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, and he joins me now. Mr. Senator, how close is Israel to a much wider war, including Iran?
Well, let's hope it doesn't result in a wider war. The best way to try and rein that in is to rein in Iran. Stop coddling Iran. That's what President Obama did. That's what President Biden has done. That's what President Kamala Harris would do as well. We've literally funneled tens, probably more than $100 billion into the largest state sponsor of terror. They sponsor Hamas. They sponsor Hezbollah. They provide them with a lot of their material, their missiles, that type of thing. So the best strategy, and it's a big mess in the Middle East, there's no doubt about it, but to try and starve Iran from having the resources to foment this type of violence.
What kind of support will Israel get after these killings from the Democrats, specifically the president and the vice president?
Well, if the past holds true, they'll ask Israel to restrain itself. And so they have not voiced strong support for Israel, and that has also emboldened our enemies. So when you show weakness, you embolden your enemies. We've seen that across the board. The open borders, the 40-year high inflation, war on fossil fuels, all these things weaken America and make the world a more dangerous place.
Senator, the FBI has not been able to get into the apps that were on the Trump shooter's phone. You were at the hearing yesterday for the acting Secret Service chief. The question stands, why can't we get into these apps?
Because they're meant not to be gotten into. And by the way, we could pass a law and we could force American manufacturers of these apps to provide a backdoor key. But that's not going to prevent people then from getting foreign apps. So I don't see there's a ready solution to this. We were able to solve crimes before we ever had apps. So I guess we're going to have to continue to solve crimes sometimes without the full access to people's devices and all their applications. We just have to recognize that reality.
But these apps could be used to communicate cross-country between malicious terrorists inside our own country. Do you think it's time to take some stronger action here? Get in these apps?
Again, I don't see how you solve this problem. You can force American companies to provide a backdoor key, but that'll just have people use Chinese apps and other apps. So
well, can't we
I don't see us. I don't see it.
Don't we have the best hackers in the world at the CIA or something? Don't we have them?
Well, if we can hack them, we can hack them. And that's the way we ought to approach this. I don't see a law that's going to fix this problem. Only technology can. But again, technology is ahead of us.
Okay. Our latest Fox poll shows Trump 1 point up in Wisconsin, your state. What would it take? What one thing could Trump do to put Wisconsin firmly, more firmly in his camp? What's the issue?
Well, first of all, it's a ground game. I mean, you have to appeal to the grassroots. You've got to get out the vote. You have to have community captains. Again, you really have to have a strong ground game. But if there's one thing Trump could do, I would love to see him come into Milwaukee and do a rally like he did in the Bronx. Just show the strong support he would have in the African-American community, in the Hispanic community in Milwaukee. Because those folks have not been doing well under the Biden administration. They did a lot better under the Trump administration. And so I'd love to see him do that. I think he'd have a really good reception.
Got it. Senator Ron Johnson, thanks very much for joining us this morning, sir. Always appreciated. Thank you very much.
Have a good morning.
Thank you, sir.